Team DMR.
No, they went by the timer. It's going good. Let's we need you to redo the back corner, the northwest corner.
I think we need to rotate the northwest light. Just finish the lap.
Can I get the team manager from each team, the top 8, to come up and see me real quick? Or one representative from each team. Just slide up. All right, so the team managers are on page. So we did a golf cart test. We drove around with a quad on a golf cart, and we think we need to rotate the northwest one, right where that car is heading towards the museum. That one we're going to rotate a little more clockwise, a little more towards wing, which I think that change has now happened. The pit one, which is now off, I think is going to turn a little bit more in the southeast end, down by pit rate. We're going to move that one and point it a little bit more towards the pits, and for some reason it's off. We're going to do a golf cart test, and then we're going to launch one pilot from every team. It's not a race. It's not a race. It doesn't count for anything. But every pilot can launch, and we're going to fly 1 or 2 laps. It's not crazy. 1 or 2 laps until we say bring it in. And then if we feel that moving or tweaking a light is going to improve the situation, we will do that, and we'll go from there. So we want to do the best thing possible, make the lighting the best it can be. 4 lighting towers all around this big track. It is a large area, and I'm totally guessing, and I would take an opinion from 1 or 2, not many, on the positioning of the lights, but I think we just need a little bit of light in here. We have too much light in here.
It looks really good from the golf cart.
It looks great from the golf cart, doesn't it? Yes. I got ya.
Some of them are trying to use them in their pits.
Well, the thing is, it was washing out, right? So we'll do another run with the golf cart. But why is the one off at the far end?
These mosquitoes are going to carry me away.
Oh, okay, cool.
The thing is, car headlights on is like really hard to see the pits. It'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
You can't see the pits. Maybe tell people to keep them off.
Yeah. So we're going to try and crank that far one, which is off, right at the pits. It's very hard to see the pits. And once we go green on our race, once we go green on this race, we're going to ask everybody. I mean, no one's going to want to leave, but we need no one to turn on their car headlights. So the car headlights are helping now to see in your pits, but it's going to wash out the pilots. So we're not going to have car lights on, at least pointing in this direction. Shining down the pits on an angle, maybe. Are we having fun yet? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Today's a big day in my household. My 11-month-old daughter took her first steps. Actually, she turns a year old in 6 days, I think. Yeah. Took her first steps today, yeah. It's Facebook official, yeah. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Yay for Josie. My internet's good. All right, let's see. You guys want to see it over here? She's been practicing. She's got more hair than me. Look at that. See, she's standing on her own, smiling. They're coaching her. My wife is being cruel. Here we go. There is first step. Baby's first step. Yeah. It's just like Dad last night. Whoops. That was the first video. Isn't that it?
You better love that.
I do.
Okay. No,
That's my son. Not on the live stream. This is for us. Look at that. Gonna go in a circle. She does the yaw, guys. She's yawing right there. One step around. She's the authorized. There you go. So thinking about those generator lights, if they go off, they take a while to power back up. But that is to the advantage of the team, so they have a little extra time to power back up as well. And now would be a good time to power up some quads and see if you can adjust your camera settings as well. That's you're more than welcome to do that.
Can we do the 5 circle thing while we wait?
No.
I brought a helmet.
Just for that purpose.
Do you know what the 5 circle thing is?
They do it at
Apparently
rodeos.
at rodeos, people pay to go stand in a circle like a hula hoop, and then they let a bullet. And the crowd is the last man standing. No, drone. I know what's wrong with cowboys. There's a list. And they're trying to win like $100. They pay $25 to get in, and then the winner walks away with 100.
How's it going?
Situation over there. Someone just got their new SUV, and then started going like.
All right, guys, we have a Pyro Drone 1250 milliamp 6S battery pack that has been found and brought up here to timing, if anybody recognizes this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Beat time.
So you may have heard or seen or jumped away from the little incident that we had earlier. And it's always one of those things when people try to help, and it always hurts the most. And it almost hurt a lot, but thankfully everything is okay. We have a story for another day. Instead of smashing quads with hammers, we've crashed into light towers with cars. Why not? So someone who very few people know who the identity is, and that will remain anonymous with our team. No, because here's the thing, guys. That person who may or may not be male or female, we're not identifying the person, took their rental car around to the light and shined the headlights on it because they were having issues with the generator tower. Parked the car there. Well, sorry. Stopped the car there. Got out. Left the high beams on, said, "We're done. I'm helping out." Did the walk away, almost the mic drop. Look at me helping, except the key word was he didn't disarm the car. He or she. Correct. They. Me too. So all of a sudden, boom. You think it's bad when you crash a quad into a gate? You should see what happens when a car smashes into a light. I want to thank our lighting provider, Hughes Rentals, saving lives one lighting tower at a time. So, heart in the right place, gear shift not. Oh. Can you really? Yeah. He or she has probably been waiting and watching this entire debacle at Team Race Final. And so, yeah, not at 100%. D for to stop, right? Nope. Oh, dang. So the first thing we did is we got to find out whose car this is. So we checked the rental, the glove box, and I don't think Mr. Hertz is here. So Mr. Hertz is Mr. Hertz might be a little angry that his car just smashed into a light, but it's all right. I'm sure he or she got the extra insurance at Hertz Rental Car. And they probably signed up for Hertz Gold for free and got that gold canopy service at Indiana International Airport. That's where you sign up for free at Hertz.com. You create a profile. You show up the first time at Hertz. You show your ID, check in the system. Then every other time, you just walk out and pick your car from the lot. You don't no need to talk to anybody. That's that Hertz Gold service. Hertz also not a sponsor. All right, the lights are up. Where is the golf cart? Let's do one more golf cart test, and then we're going to fly one pilot from every team and assess the situation. So golf cart test first, and then we're going to fly. Our pilots are now trying to figure out how they're going to identify their pits. Hopefully the transition of the lights, I mean, we moved them like 90 degrees, and then he or she with the Hertz rental car turned it another 10 degrees, so 55 degrees towards the pits. And so hopefully that's enough light. We don't need to wash everything out. So if we can do the golf cart test, then we're going to fly one pilot from every team, assess the situation, and hopefully go green on our team racing finals. Okay. Yeah, that's affirmative. Yeah, should we say fuck the golf cart? Probably, eh? All right. All right, pilots, because we've already smashed enough vehicles, we're going to forego the golf cart test. Let's get one pilot from every team. Slide on out. We're going to launch from the middle, they say. So it's 1 or 2 laps. Oh, the practice we're launching from the pits. Right, yeah, the practice we're going to launch from the pits. I was getting conflicting information in one ear from the other ear, but it's okay. We're going to launch from the pits for the practice session, then we'll launch from the center for the big one. So again, it's 1 or 2 laps. We're not super judging this. We just want to... Now, what we don't want you to do is go out and start hovering through gates because we're launching a full heat of 8. So maintain the race line or go outside of the race line. But if you go outside, you're going to the Wild West. So maintain the race line. We're not judging you. We're not penalizing you. We're not going to give you any advantage. But maintain the race line. Fly a pack. 1 or 2 laps. We'll assess the situation. And at this time, if we can get the headlights behind the pits shut off, if you are shining out, you're going to blind yourself and others. If we can turn off the headlights. And when you're reaching inside your car and turning off your headlights, make sure it's in P, or that the emergency brake is on, or the parking brake. Some people call it that. Is it theirs? There's a golf cart pointing at pit number 8. We're going to need that moved. Chris is walking up and down the line. They're just going to fly. We're going to make sure that the lights are right, like we're not washing out a turn or anything. Then we'll get a new battery, and then we'll do it. We just want to make sure that it's flyable, right? What? Well, no, the 25-foot rule is about extra people helping. But if it's in their pit block, I mean, yeah, like as long as, like, let's imagine they were in the middle. Would they be able to do that without affecting another team? Looks like, yeah. So a protest there, and a little bit of a discussion behind the scenes. The golf cart is actually the team's golf cart, and we do have a 25-foot rule. That is based on additional people helping the team. So the question was, if the golf cart was in another team's area, would it be affecting another team? And by the looks of things, as they said down there, it would not. So they'll allow the golf cart where it is. And in all reality, that golf cart is going to help that team and probably every team, as they will try not to hit the golf cart or the lighting towers, as we've seen what happens when that happens. All right, this is a practice pack. All right, pilots. Course is clear. Arm. Take it easy. 2 laps to test lighting on the tone.
TBS/Flight Club. Team Central Illinois Drone Racers. Team Canada. Team Velocidrone. Team Heli Nation.
All right, guys, we're going to let you use the whole battery. It's up to you how long you fly. Use the whole battery, whatever you want to do. You want to bring it in now? You want to keep going? We'll give you the whole battery. I think it's just camera settings. Chris, I think we hit a home run
Vanover has really good camera settings. SFPV may not have the best camera settings. You just had a mid-air.
Yeah, everyone else looks good. Vanover looks really good. Channel 4 looks very good. Johnny Claw looks really good.
No, there was. Well, when I went over, there was no backpack. Doug found his wallet like in the.
And I see some practicing finding the pits. That's okay. That's all right. Trying to find your pit. Camera settings is a real big thing here. But I want to say that those lights are ideal. The pits is really the only thing we haven't really been able to see too much. Watching AK numbers coming into pit. It looks about right. So, all right, if we can bring it in.
It wasn't me. It was. No, I looked in. I didn't see a backpack. I looked in and Doug went in. Oh, let me ask Doug. Hey, Doug. When you looked in the car, you didn't see a backpack, right? In your car? No, in that car. There was no backpack. You grabbed the wallet, right?
There was a wallet in the ashtray.
The wallet was in the, yeah, there was no backpack. I didn't see a backpack. Did you?
No.
Hey, Chris. Doug is the one who grabbed the wallet out of the ashtray center console, and he didn't see a backpack. I looked in, I didn't see a backpack that I can remember. Yeah.
All right, if I can have a team captain come and see me real quick from every team. No stress, no worries. Just come up and see me.
What do you think? Huh?
Does anyone need any more time? Guys, do you need any more time to adjust camera settings? Anyone? Captains? All right, everyone's good. So we're going to get everyone gridded up. And it's going to happen. A Friday night of drone racing under the lights. We'll get our teams in place. Chris Thomas will go down the line. And once they're clear, we're going to go green. We're going to need our judges back. Most of them are still here. They were playing Mario Kart during that last break. Yeah. Listen. It's Mario, guys. Come on. All right, Mario. We get to pick one, okay? Talon or Mario? You pick. You pick. Listen now. Hey, listen, okay? It's penalized, okay? I'm Canadian. Canada is under the sovereign nation England, okay? We're not governed by them, but we are part of them. We have a governor general representing England. So in England, that's where the Queen is, and where the Queen is, she speaks English, where the language we speak came from, and so she is going to say Mario, she's going to say Talon, and she is going to say penalized. Listen, I don't know if you remember back when the Rockets' red glared. England came in and said it's penalized, it's Talon, it's Mario Kart, okay? We helped you write your song. We did. It's English. The Queen isn't gonna. Luigi's good. We agree on that one. the Queen isn't gonna say y'all to. But you know what? Screw the Queen. This is America. Yeah. This is exciting. We are making memories, and I know that everybody has their special moment over the 3 days of this event so far. We're just going to make many more memories. We have so much more racing to do over tonight, tomorrow, Sunday. And I'm sure there'll be some ripping on the way home as well. Last year, of course, World Cup going until 3 a.m. That was rough. Team racing going under the bright lights. This year, we are doing anything and everything to make sure that we are done way before dark so that we can all go to the Tiny Whoop after party. Tonight is the Tiny Whoop Championships. Tomorrow night is the Tiny Whoop Party. And it's games. Take your Tiny Whoop, hit some targets. I don't know if you're a member of the largest Facebook group. It's not the Rotor Riot fan page or community, and it's not the other Rotor Riot fan page or community. It's not the mini quad thing. The largest FPV community on Facebook, the Tiny Whip community. And if you're not a member of it, you should join it. And if you are and you know about the bounties, I haven't been hit yet. Yeah, you're not going to be able to hit me because I'm about to peace out of here when this is done. Tomorrow night is the party night at Tiny Whoop. Tonight's the championship. World Cup is going to be done before the Tiny Whoop Championship. Or Tiny Whoop Party tomorrow night. That's it. That's the guarantee. The bounty is, I don't know. I have no idea what the bounty is. You got to join the Facebook group. The Tiny Whoop community, the largest FPV community on Facebook. Look for the wanted sign in the Facebook group, the community. Tiny Whoop. Tiny Whoop. Whoop. We say the small drones. We don't say cool whip. Making memories. But tonight it is going to be a party. Even though it's a championship back there, it's not like the way we do a championship where it's like heats and organization and lights. And I mean, there's organization, there will be a champion, but it is a party. Like, you become part of the course. You know what Tiny Whooping is? Each and every one of you invited to the Tiny Whoop Championship party tonight. Tomorrow is a Tiny Whoop party as well, but it's the Tiny Whoop Games party. Last year, World Cup ended at 3-something. The awards shortly thereafter. And the rest of us tiny whooped until the break of dawn. Literally. I did a long-range whoop with my brand new build as the sun came up Sunday morning. It was amazing. I recommend you do the same thing. It's beautiful. The official numbers aren't out, but we have exceeded the record of pilots at I.O. Year 3, bigger than Year 2, bigger than Year 1. Last year, 319 pilots through registration. We still have pilots showing up tomorrow. We have exceeded that number. Official numbers will be coming out at the end of the week. We're tracking logged packs. Yesterday, logged packs. Remember, World Cup qualifying 1 opened up on Wednesday night at 5, went from 5 to 7, then picked up a little bit this morning. We had some timing issues over there, I guess, networking issues. But intermediate was going strong, rookie going strong. Logged packs yesterday, just with that little bit of qualifying or World Cup, 862. That number is over triple the number of logged packs today through the tablet system of qualifying or fun flying on our many tracks. It's a lot of packs. I'm good, thanks. I'm too scared. We're gridding up the top 8 of team racing here, the 2019 International Open presented by TBS. We are here at the Catalyst Machine Works along with APD, Advanced Power Drives, Team Racing, Mega, and Microtrack. We have the top 8 teams of our field of 20 getting set to grid up. We have Team Canada in this final to defend last year's championship of Team Racing at International Open. We have Team Heli Nation joining us as well inside of our final 8. We have CIDR making it to our final here in 2019 as well. We have Team DMR with us in our finals once again, along with their championship pilots already earning some awards over our course of races so far this week. We have the reigning Mayhem Team Racing Champions, Heart of America, here in our final 8 as well. Team Velocidrone, VRL, Team VD, 2 of them in our final 8. Team Velocidrone A and Velocidrone 2 getting set to work. Our top qualifiers are Iron Men, TQ at the start of the semifinals, winners of semifinal B, TBS and Flight Club. The pilots with the targets on their back, the Ironmen, into this final 8. The rules remain the same, 24 minutes with the caution in the middle at the 12-minute mark. Every second that they're in the air at the 12 minutes penalizes their team. They're held in the penalty box. 3-minute retrieval for down drones or quads out in the field, and it's a little dark under those lights. Finding those every second that the pilots are still out on the course will cost them in the holding pattern in the middle. We saw those penalties actually hurt one of our teams that was in 5th that had a chance to break the top 4 in the second half after the caution, and 7-second penalty. That could be part of the reason that they didn't make the top 4. You want to adhere to those times. You're thinking about it? No? You're disagreeing?
Catalyst Machine Works, no.
No?
Yeah, it was 7 seconds, but they, I think they had 4 or 5 laps behind getting into the 5th or to the 4th position, so, yeah.
7 seconds, but at the midway point, weren't they closer? Maybe?
At the midway point, yes, they were closer.
They were.
It was 1 to 2 laps.
But then there were 7 seconds longer, and then maybe, I don't know, sports psychology.
Yeah, you're right.
It could hurt. Imagine if that was 30 seconds. Yeah, it's all in the head for sure.
I wasn't hungry, too. Thanks.
Yeah, smells good. Sorry, Chris, how we doing? Chris, Thomas, how we doing? All right, you let me know when you're ready. Ready?
We've adjusted the lights. We've done a practice pack, and we've walked through everybody in our 8 pits of our top 8 teams already. 24 minutes on the clock. Who is going to be the 2019 IO Team Racing Champions? Let's find out. Pilot number 1, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. A great night for drone racing. A Friday night under the lights, doing some quad racing. It looks like the whole shot going to Team Canada.
Missed the whole shot. Force him.
Now we get to see those LEDs as we have a switch up in our giddy up in Velocidrone 2, jumping up the number 1 spot. Then it's TBS Flight Club, then Team Canada, then Heart of America, then Team DMR. 11 seconds separating the top 5 so far. CIDR in the number 6 spot. Team Heli Nation in the number 7.
But they're not counting? Who? Oh. Okay. So where about this guy? Yeah, but he hasn't got a lap yet. These guys are on lap 3. They're not even doing anything.
TBS and Flight Club TQs and the winners of semi-final B. Your leaders working on lap number 4. Captain Vanover on the sticks. I was watching his flights earlier and dialed in camera settings. That is a big part here, flying under the lights. He's no stranger to flying under the bright lights and going to be a TV star on DRL this season. First one to come into pit, TBS Flight Club. As we swap from Vanover to FPVCH, they get up onto lap number 5 with a 10-second lead, including a pit stop. Running second, Team Canada. Again, our reigning team racing champions here at International Open from 2018. Bull FPV, one of the fastest in Canada. Former wild card to the MultiGP Championship on the sticks for Team Canada. The number 2 spot, Team DMR running third. Team Canada, DMR, CIDR, and Team Heli Nation all on lap number 5.
Yeah, they're in and out of video.
0.4.
So they might be having a problem. I mean, that might be real. Yeah, can we get somebody to volunteer to look at it on the DVR, like or on a live stream, like play it back to see how many laps they got? How many laps they got? Yeah, you know, we missed some lap counts. Because at the beginning they didn't count any laps. Or were they good at the beginning? You could give them 2 laps. I mean,
Yeah, do it.
yeah. So
Just right down there, we're giving 2.
2 minutes 35 seconds in. We're just warming it up. And of course, want to thank our great partners here as we let our teams get it separated and spaced out here, coming in on their second pit stops here. The 2 minute 48 second mark. Want to thank our friends APD, Advanced Power Drives, offering a comprehensive range of electronics and design services. They do more than racing drones. They do motor control solutions, OEM solutions, but of course big on the scenes and a big part of those mega class drones, the mega race, the mega drones. You're going to see a lot of APD gear from Australia. APD, big partner of the 2019 MultiGP International Open, along with Catalyst Machine Works. They've been hanging out with us. They were the first sponsors through check-in, the first ones to come and check out their course and help us with the nasty mess of cables. And, of course, you know them with their new Slam Nasty 5-inch racer. Thank you, Catalyst Machine Works, for your support. You made this night race under the lights awesome and possible as well. Look at this. 3 teams on the same lap, only separated by about 3/4 of a lap. TBS now up on lap number 10. Team DMR is 8 seconds back on the lead lap with TBS Flight Club in second.
After 4 minutes,
And here's your
the top
updates
pilots are
by
TBS
lifetime
/ Flight
scoring.
Club in first place, followed by Team DMR in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place.
Yeah, he's missing laps. Yeah, we're at 4 minutes.
8 seconds separating first and second. TBS Flight Club, your leader still, and Team DMR trying to keep them in the sights. BMS Thomas up in the skies, getting by some lap traffic for TBS Flight Club. While Neon FPV trying to gain a little bit of ground here for the second race, or second running Team DMR. Velocidrone. We're 5 minutes in, just under 19 minutes still to go on the race clock. Don't forget, the official after party at Team Racing is at the Tiny Whoop tent at the backside. Word of caution, if you have to compete tomorrow, don't go till 4, but yeah, have a good night. Celebrate, get some sleep, because we got a big day of championships on every track tomorrow. If you're not racing, hey, Tiny Whoop to the break of dawn. Have some fun in the back with Tiny Whoop. Tiny Whoop. And now we're looking at a little bit of separation. 1 lap between TBS Flight Club, your TQs and leaders, since lap number 1, with DMR still running second. Team Canada still running third, but Team Canada on the same lap as second. Team Velocidrone A just got onto the same lap as second, third, and fourth. Everybody within reach, and really, as we've been watching this, we got an outstanding roster of pilots for each and every one of our teams, and no mistakes yet, for the most part, that have caused any teams any issues here. Anyone within reach of this championship. Trophies and much more for our top teams hitting our podium. And crashing out CIDR with a yaw spin of death off of gate. It's going to be a little tough to find that one. I mean, we still got power on it. I'm sure the pit switch flicked it off, and hopefully got some LEDs to help it during that 3-minute retrieval coming up at the midway point. We're only a quarter of the way there, though. 6.5 minutes in, 17.5 minutes still to go.
Caution.
7 minutes in, 17 minutes still to go. Team Velocidrone A just slid up into the number 2 spot. Team DMR with some issues, looking at a 47-second lap, trying to get another one launched back on about lap number 12. Well, Team Velocidrone A gaining that ground, sliding into second. A lap and a half back off of our leaders, TBS Flight Club, still in the lead up on lap number 19. We drop back to lap number 17 with Team Velocidrone A. Team Canada is on that same lap as second, so they're keeping everyone within their sights to defend that championship from last year. And Team DMR dropping into fourth, but only within 60 seconds of our leaders. 8 minutes in, 16 minutes still to go.
After 8 minutes,
here's your
the
update
top
by
pilots are
Lifetime.
TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Canada in second place, followed by Team Velocidrone in third place.
Team Black Sheep Flight Club, great showing here. Again, the drama last year, just missing the top 8 by a hair into the finals. This year coming in as your TQs, your winners of their semifinal, with their pilots and Captain Mondo, along with BMS Thomas, FPVCH, and Captain Vanover. There's a strong field. Strong pit crew as well. The Hartman family, Paul Bimata and Robert Matza behind the scenes, doing their thing, keeping TBS, our presenting partner of International Open, maybe with a chance at podium. But now Team Canada just got another inch closer to the top. They are a lap and 3/4 back in second. They just passed Team Velocidrone A on lap number 19. It looks like Team Velocidrone A now coming in for a pit. Drobot's down. SFPV is back up. And in a podium position, just like at Mayhem, but within reach at the top of the board. Well, lots of time to get there, but it is going to be tough chasing down TBS and Flight Club as they get onto lap number 23. Hot lap in the session, 19-1 happening about 2 packs ago for TBS Flight Club. Remember, this year there is a whole new running order rule instead of a percent rule. So pilots cannot fly back-to-back. They can't fly every other. They must have a space of 2 between them flying, and there's up to 4 pilots per team. So you can hold your 4th as a strategic move, as that's a backup if you have issues, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes until the break. We're at the 10-minute mark. 14 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes to the break. And at that break, that's when we see them run out and retrieve their quads and do it within the time frame, or we'll penalize. There you go. You're welcome, Kayla. I'm going to go home. No one's going to know what I'm saying. CIDR with a battery bounce out to the backside. We've learned a lot, of course. Year number 1 of International Open World Cup going way late, and we ran for light towers and made one out of LED rope and LED pots. And we were able to fly under the lights, and it was a little gnarly, and we tried to do our best to position those lights. Then, of course, year number 2 for World Cup, we, by design, ran under the bright lights on World Cup 1, which then went into the wee morning hours. This year, we're going to try something new and not race under the lights. Most people excited about that, but some of us a little disappointed because there's nothing like Friday night lights. It's cool in football. It's pretty awesome in drone racing, and here with this lineup, it looks pretty good. Coming up with 35 seconds remaining until the break. 30 seconds left to go. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. You got to be on the ground at the 12-minute mark. 15 seconds to go. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. They're trying to get extra laps. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And everybody good. We're all down
After
right at the 12-minute
minutes,
mark.
The top pilots are TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Velocidrona in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place.
Check the DVR. Hey, look at this. Look at them move. Oh, we got a golf cart too.
So we are now under that 3-minute caution. 30 seconds in. Another 2.5 minutes still to go. And we have a review underway during the break on the pilot order rule, along with, I believe, a missed gate that we are trying to see if we can pull within the caution. We may not be able to do it, but we may need to do that little trick we did earlier. We'll see how that plays out.
So 4 is on the left, 8 is on the right. Where are we going for 4? Do you want me to go back more? So this is the very first, isn't it?
Halfway through, guys. 1 minute 30 left.
Okay, so there's AK. You're watching here? Okay, what's the issue? Oh. So can I scrub this or? I could give you the mouse. There's Jaws. Did I jump too far? There's the hurdle.
Coming up on 60 seconds left, guys.
So there's AK numbers. Those at the start.
Yeah, I had AK, then Herder, and then AK.
Oh, wait a minute. This is still AK, right?
Oh, you're all the way to the beginning.
Into this? The beginning?
45 seconds.
This is the very beginning, right?
Yep.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Way out on the field. They need to run.
But look the left. Look after. I got it written down.
This is the start.
30 seconds left. If you are not back before the 3-minute mark, you will be penalized for every second.
Start running.
This is the start, right?
We need to know who that is on the track.
We got 15 seconds, and we're under a quad retrieval way out to the back. And look at this foot race. Look at the hustle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's good!
And we're up.
Wow, that was an amazing caution right there. That was so exciting. We're going to let him get his breath. We will.
Hold up.
Someone launched because the 3-minute rule. We are going to pull it in for safety, and we're just going to finish this. That was awesome. That was the right thing. Well, it was pretty awesome.
So, have we been watching? So that this is still the first guy, right? Yep. So I'm gonna scrub it.
The order resets for the team. We're going to be launching here. We're going to launch you back up in about 90 seconds or less.
In about 10 minutes.
After 16 minutes 1 second,
I've
the
scrubbed
top
too far.
pilots are TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Velocidrona in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds or less. Make sure timing is ready. We'll do that DVR review a little bit later. All right, pilots, rearm your quads. Live on our go in less than 5. Go! I love that new rule that came in from the Mayhem race, making sure that they run in and, wow, just they say that was Jaws with that exemplary display of athleticism right there, making his way back so that there was no penalty, and that's all good there. And we were trying to bang out a DVR review during the break. We weren't able to fully do that, so we will go back if it affects podium on that one. We were scrubbing and slamming, but we want to get this one done. 12 minutes, 40 seconds in, just over 11 minutes left on this master race clock. And remember where we picked up where we left off. It was TBS and Flight Club, your TQs, and still leading by about 2 laps. And not many changes here under the first minute. We've shuffled Team Velocidrone A back up into second. Team DMR is holding strong in third. Team Canada has dropped down into fourth, but on the same lap as the third place team. And we drop back a few more places for Heart of America up into fifth. Heli Nation down in sixth. CIDR in the number 7 spot. And Velocidrone 2 in the number 8 spot. Velocidrone with 2 teams. It's interesting. I'm not sure how the registrations went, how they had an A and a 2, but I like it. That's how I count too. Letters, numbers. In a random order, that's true. Sometimes I have to take my hands out of my pockets. 17.6. Fastest lap here in the Team Racing Championship with Vanover on TBS Flight Club. Killing it. FPVCH, their current pilot in the air, just passed 2 quads, one that he was trading places with and one that he just lapped in a big way. And he goes on to lap number 34, coming out of the tunnel, doing the split S-gate on the backside. Now the small tower at Team Racing. It's amazing how those pit switches have really changed the game of Team Racing, allow us to run those long times, not have people out there, and being able to shut off the video transmitter remotely. Of course, the Heart of America pit switch that we saw in action at the Sebring drone race back in January of 2018, and since then, Tiny Sleds and their pit switch, Olaf with his, and many others changing the game so that we can recover, we can drop one, launch another, and we can pit and launch another as well. Watching our leaders with a super fast pit stop. BMS Thomas launching just as soon as he saw the video, his OSD, he took off. FPVCH with an outstanding landing. You saw him. Oh no, there's a crash for your leaders. BMS Thomas just bit a gate. He didn't have to use one of those magic pit switches. Now Team Captain Mondo up to the skies for the leader. They still have that buffer. They got themselves up into a 2-lap lead. Now it's going to turn into about a 1-lap lead. Team Velocidrone A still holding strong in second. Team Velocidrone A.
After 20 minutes 1 second,
Here we
the
go.
top pilots are TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Velocidrone in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place.
Yeah, Bunny. Team Velocidrone A holding strong. Of course, Drobot Racer, Flying Bear, Miwo, and SFPV doing their thing. They are on lap 35. The leaders are on lap 37, now 38. It's about 70 seconds between them with over 7.5 minutes still left on the clock. Team Canada still rocking third, but now within reach is second. They got Gab 707 back in the skies for them. High side of the flags to the split S gate in the midway point. Trading places through the dive gate. Low side of the tunnel. Trying to stay within reach.
Do you remember? Oh, it was next plate on the first one.
So a Team Canada in the number 3 spot. They are a lap back off of Team Velocidrone A in second and 4 laps back off of our leaders. Just under 7 minutes still to go here in our championship. A lot of questions remain. Will we have a new team racing champion in International Open? Will Team Velocidrone A or TBS Flight Club stay at the top of this board to stay on podium? Or will Team Canada make up a little bit of ground? They're within reach to be back-to-back our first ever 2-time team racing champions. Remember back in 2017, Next Blades was at International Open. Team Next Blades, the team racing champions here. They won everything. They won DCL, they won here, they won Sebring. They were on their winning ways. And now they're in history. Team Canada is in history. We may have a new champion, but this isn't done yet. 6 minutes, lots of time on the clock, and our top 3, even 4 are within reach. Team DMR, we haven't talked about them too much, but they're only just under a lap back off a top 3 finish.
They got one of their quads went into another pit. Okay. Team Canada landed another pit, so I can't remember what that is. I think it's a 5-lap penalty.
So word coming in, because all the judges around me read the pilot manual, available for perusal at multigp.io. Team Canada just landed in another pit. So even though they have 38 laps and they're in third, that just took them to 33 laps, tied with Heart of America down in fifth. 5-lap penalty for landing in someone else's pits. Yeah, so that changes things up. That will now slide DMR up into third, inclusive of the penalty against Canada.
5 minutes left.
Just under 5 minutes still to go. Out of that tunnel we go. Working on lap number 45 for TBS Flight Club.
CIDR hit Canada.
After 24 minutes 1 second, the top pilots are TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Velocidrone in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place. Four minutes left.
So correction after we have had our team out to investigate the situation. So that penalty has been removed. So Team Canada is good. It was actually a reverse situation. CIDR rolled into the Team Canada pit. So Team Canada still holding strong in third with 39 laps. 2 laps ahead of fourth. Feeling comfy with 3.5 minutes still to go. We're looking at 3 laps separating first and second. TBS Flight Club over Team Velocidrone A. Again, 3.5 minutes remaining on the master race clock here at the APD and Catalyst Machine Works Team Racing Micro and Mega Track. We've got that Mega Championship at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be a mega good time. Make sure you come join us. You see what I did there? That's what happens when you've been up for 19 hours. It'll be a smashing time for sure.
3 minutes left.
I'm going to guarantee that the he or she that smashed their vehicle is going to be here to be at Mega. That's all. Because they heard that they need some lights tomorrow morning at the Mega Track, so they're going to roll up with their car and maybe put it in P for party. P for party. 2.5. Yeah. I can't wait when, tonight he or she is going to leave and put it in R for radio. Like, you just crank that music to go back to the Tiny Whip party tonight. R for race mode. Nice line, Josh. You got a microphone. You can say it. I can't take credit for your lines. But, I mean, it's pretty hard to say, join us for Mega Racing tomorrow to be a mega good time. Like, try and top that. I mean, if you could bottle that up, that'd be something sweeter than honey. 2 minutes to go, pilots. TBS Flight Club, your leaders on lap 51. Then we drop 3 laps back to Team Velocidrone A on lap 48. Then we drop 5 laps back to Team Canada on lap number 44. Now that's 4 laps back out of second. Team DMR, 2 laps back from them in fourth. Heli Nation running 5th, a lap back from 4th. Heart of America is a lap back from them. CIDR is on the same lap as Heart of America, but they have a 5-lap penalty, dropping them into 8th. Team Velocidrone 2 running in the number 7 spot on lap number 36 with 95 seconds still to go. What are we going to see here in this final minute and a half? I don't know. I see Team DMR he was trying to power off his quad. It wasn't going off. Beast mode is out in the long grass. Pit mode on, pit mode off. I think he's got his pit mode and his turtle mode reversed. Beast mode now stuck out in the long grass. He can't get it up and he can't get it off.
60 seconds, guys.
1 minute left.
And we're not going to penalize him for that. 1 minute to go, pilots. 1 minute to go. I know it's going to be a party tonight. I'm going to go back there. Yeah, buddy. Tiny Whoop Championship is the team racing after party and celebration for our podium. APD, Catalyst Machine Works, a big part of making this happen. Those big gates, 3 tracks, 1 spot. We took 20 pilots down to our top 8. This has been a wild battle. Friday Night Lights, 25 seconds to go until we wave a checkered.
After 28 minutes 1 second, the top pilots are TBS/Flight Club in first place, followed by Team Velocidrone in second place, followed by Team Canada in third place.
2 years ago, a pilot came in from Australia, swept the spec class, and smoked the World Cup class. He is going to hold that checkered flag as he goes on his final lap to meet our checkered. BMS Thomas representing Team TBS and Flight Club on a victory lap. TBS Flight Club are your team racing champions. Your TQs are the Iron Man, and they will be your 2019 Team Racing Champions. Of course, checkered flag being carried in by BMS Thomas, along with the rest of the team, Captain Vanover, FPV-CH, and pilot and Captain Mondo, along with the Hartmans, along with Robert and Paul behind the scenes. They're your champs. Your reserve champions are Team Velocidrone A, finishing second by 1 lap or only 42 seconds. Team Canada, last year's champs, get a bite of the podium. 47 laps for them. They're in third. 4th going to Team Heli Nation, 5th going to Heart of America, 6th going to CIDR, 7th going to Team DMR, and 8th going to Velocidrone 2. Of course, that's going to shuffle with the penalties, and that is going to be a wrap. We do have some reviews to do.
So Cider didn't podium, so do we... Okay. No, they're good. Yeah. Anything else? Thank you.
Well, no DVR reviews to do.
So they lose 5, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then what was the issue with Avery? Okay, so let me. Okay. A lap.
We're just doing the quick. Yeah, it would be a 1-lap penalty for that team. The 5-lap penalty in play. We're talking about the so.
37, and you were 8, so that would drop them to 39, so that will make a difference. Oh, really?
Be sure to save it on the left-hand side.
That's what somebody sent me.
But we had a judge. He was watching 2. We had no issues on 2. Did you have issues?
Video bleeding from all 3 laps, and then the only pair blew.
Oh, like they got bled on? Yeah, so it didn't affect them. Alright, cool.
Well, our thanks, of course, to our judges. Hopefully, you enjoyed your Mario Kart and your judging experience here tonight. Thank you for your service. And after we reviewed all of the results, sadly with the penalty, CIDR dropping into 8th. Team Velocidrone 2.
You still need to do the back-to-back because that would be a DQ.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. So it's still in 8th. CIDR in 8th. Velocidrone 2 in 7th. Team DMR in 6th. Heart of America in 5th. Team Heli Nation in 4th. Team Canada in 3rd. Team Velocidrone A in 2nd. And TBS Flight Club, your team racing champions.
I'm guessing we don't have trophies over here? Oh, we have trophies? Where are we going to do that? Over here?
And if we can get, after the drone retrieval, we will get our teams over here for podium presentation of our trophies on the sidelines. But no hurry, let's get those quads in. We'll collect the quads and then we'll collect the trophies here tonight. Once again, we want to remind you, back at the Academy of Model Aeronautics, the Tiny Whip party is going on. The Tiny Whip Championship and party is going on.
Yeah, if you don't have anywhere to be, you know, Tiny Whoop, they're going to be there till sunrise every night.
I'm excited to go there.
Are you excited to leave? Because that never happens. You
I
always,
am.
you always get suckered in, and you're never there. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 30 minutes, guys. I'll be back.
I'm going to roll up. I'll let the truck idle. I'll get out of there at some point, I'm sure. I got 3/4 of a tank. I can let it idle all night. But we got a big day tomorrow, especially here at the APD and Catalyst Machine Work tracks. 8 a.m. tomorrow, the mega race, the final qualifying and the championship happening right here. We also have some micro flying. I know that micro pilots have been excited to fly, but with all the issues with the heat and the networking, yada, 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 they didn't get a chance much to fly, so they will have ample opportunity over here. Before you leave, though, if you could, to be respectful of our cast and crew preparing for tomorrow's racing, day number 4 of International Open, please pick up after yourself. You can put your water bottles and any props and trash in your bags. It would be greatly appreciated as we look to do minimal work when we roll up here. And it's going to be a hurting morning for many of us because Tiny Whip is going to be a blast tonight for sure. You don't want to miss it. And of course, we will be awarding our trophies here once our teams come back after their drone retrieval. Anyone want some pizza? There's some left. Pizza.
A new streaming service with the official audio and video, playlists, live performances, and the rest of the story you can't find anywhere else. It's all here.
Has anyone brought any quads that are not theirs? We don't really have a lost and found pile. If there is, bring it to race control. I know Pew Pew's quad is missing. I see it right now. He's trying to spin it up. But I do not see where he is. He's trying to spin it up. Oh, I see a little bit of movement. They're listening for it.
I'm not touching any of that. We're gonna leave it here for tomorrow.
Thank you, Respot. We have our first quad for the lost and found. It says studs on the arm. Looks like Demon Motors, yellow props. That's the one. It's right here. RaceBot found it. Thank RaceBot.
This is lost and found. I found it.
We have more lost and found. We have a an adjustable, looks like camera mount. Would you put a camera on that? A GoPro mount. GoPro mount with the Gorilla type arms, turquoise. Turquoise. Gorilla mount for a GoPro or a tripod or a vlogger. I have it over here in the lost and found. If we can get our top 3 teams over to race control. There you go, buddy. Thank RaceBot. Thank RaceBot. Team Canada, Team Velocidrone A, and TBS Flight Club. If you can slide over to race control, we'd like to award you your trophies. Chris Thomas is thanking everyone in advance for picking up all the garbage. Trash or rubbish. We appreciate it.
Found this in 6.
Awesome.
Pretty sure it belongs to you, my friend.
I know who this belongs to. Thank you. But don't say that number. 5 or 6? 5? 6. I know. Yeah, no. This was back to that one of those long delays when we started. Yeah. But that was from 6. I like it. Well, it was actually. It was 5th from the right. 6th from the left. Sure, please. Once again, if we can have all of our pilots from our top 3 teams over to Race Control for your awards presentation.
Do you know if the Tiny Whip finals are listed anywhere? How do I know if I need to go there? That I don't know. So let's just go there. Okay. I'm supposed to be building an X class and playing at 8 a.m., but maybe I'll have to multitask.
I would go to live@dp.com and then click the Tiny Whip race. If you're a meet,
Check it.
because hopefully there's info there. Because they're running the Tiny Whip
Which livefpv.com is it?
Just go, well, livefpv.com lists all of them.
Oh, it does. I never knew that.
So if they are racing, then
I mean, if it started, I'm already missing out.
I think they're waiting for everyone because everyone's here at team racing, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I bet it's a lot of same people. They probably can't really do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see it listed.
No?
I don't know if they were I don't know if they were uploading.
No.
They didn't pay for the full version of Lifetime, so they were like brute forcing it with this spreadsheet.
Yeah. Just tell them where to go get results.
Top 3 teams in race control. All right, here we go. Team Canada, we need you to come up here. Come on, Canada. Blame Canada. Yeah. They just said calling up the second losers. Yep. Yeah. You got that one back in the 1800s. That was from someone that may have been on one of the other teams that's placing higher. It wasn't me. You know me. I'm on your team, kinda. Here we go. Awards presentation time. As we get set to prepare to present our trophy to your second runners-up, third on our podium. The cast and crew behind the scenes, including Papa Deschamps and Antoine Deschamps on the crew, pilots Rocket FPV, Bull FPV, Pew Pew, and Gab 707. Team Canada FPV, third overall in team racing. One thing that is consistent, they bite podiums. They're on the podium each and every team race, from Vegas to Sebring to Muncie, Indiana. Your reserve champions, Drobot Racer, Flying Bear, Miwo, SFPV. It is Team Velocidrone A. And top of the box is a big team with support crew Robert Mazza, Paul Bitmata, Richard and Mary Hartman, along with captain and pilot Mondo, BMS Thomas, FPVCH, and Captain Vanover, your 2019 team racing champions, Team TBS and Flight Club. Hey, second place, you're second place. I just did it. Get off the podium. I don't know if you see this. I see nothing. You're on my pace. Let's go. Tried your best. And here we go. Your champions of team racing, where we build the Drone Racing Hall of Fame inside of the Academy of Model Aeronautics' very own National Museum of Model Aviation History. They'll be the third name on that big trophy. In 2017, it was Next Blades. In 2018, it was Team Canada. In 2019, the name inscripted, your team racing champions, Team TBS and Flight Club. There you go. Lots of photos taken. Congratulations, TBS Flight Club, your team racing champions 2019. And the APD and Catalyst Machine Works team racing track. Congratulations. That was a huge win. TBS finally on that podium. It happened in 2019. Once again, the official championship after party and victory celebration is back at the Tiny Whip tent. We'll see you back there. I heard they may have some of them orange beers. Let's slide back there and try that. We'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow when we resume over here on the Mega Micro and Team track. We'll see you then. Have a pleasant